Jimmy, we're going to shed some light on you. There we go. That's Joe. That's Jimmy. These guys are the organizers of T1 Fest, which is where I am, which is where you should be. Tonight in Joliet, we're at the Forge. We're on Cass right now. We're parked about a half a block away. Thank you for walking over. You're also Capgun Heroes. We saw you open up today's show. Amazing set. Now, before I ask you about T1 Fest, before I talk about you bringing punk rock to the people, I should mention this episode of Car Con Carne is sponsored by C&H Financial Services. Business owners. I got to tell you guys, I got a lot of business owners who watch this show. I've got restaurateurs, independent business people. They're getting fleeced. They're losing money. They're getting charged. Every time someone uses a credit or debit card, they're getting fleeced. If you're tired of seeing your hard-earned profits just go away because you're paying expensive fees, I have a solution for you. C&H Financial Services. C&H is the fastest growing financial services company in Illinois, as recognized by Inc. Magazine. Inc. Magazine, Joe.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? And their patented technology allows you to eliminate 100% of the fees, or as they say in Joliet, 100% of the fees associated with accepting credit and debit cards as a form of payment. 100% of the fees. C&H will also upgrade your business to the industry's leading point-of-sale system to streamline every aspect of your business for no cost. No cost. How can you say no to that? Visit freeprocessingnow.com or call 855-600-2437, extension 999, and start saving money today. How about we start talking now? You guys want to talk?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, so you started the show. How long has Capgun Heroes been around?
Capgun Heroes has been around roughly...
Close to a year.
Yeah, less than a year.
I said close to a year.
So you are the freshest band on the bill tonight.
Yes, sir.
And I kind of like, this bill's really nicely balanced. I mean, you have veterans like 88 Fingers Louie, you've got the Smoking Popes on the bill, Kalimasi, newer, 21st century. It's a nice balance. You've got some out-of-towners on the bill today. It's a really nice bill. You kicked it off beautifully. And I'd never seen you play before. I'm watching you play. I'm like, oh, these guys maybe have listened to a Ramones record or two. Then you busted out a Ramones cover. Yes. There it was. It all came together. But aside from your band, T1 Fest, this is my own, I'm just going to say it. I didn't realize that T1 stood for type 1 diabetes until very recently. It all makes sense to me now. This is a fundraiser for type 1 diabetes, juvenile diabetes.
Yes.
This is a very personal thing for you specifically.
Yes.
Explain.
My son, who's now 5, was diagnosed at 3 years old. So, hit home real quick because we knew absolutely nothing of T1D.
Sure.
So, it was a really fast...
There's nothing worse than a sick kid.
Especially, you're 100% correct. I mean, it's your baby.
That's it.
That's, what you go to work for, everything. So, seeing them like that, you're in a hospital for 3 days, regardless. They don't let you leave for 3 days. All the training that you have to go through, it's crazy. All the needle pokes, the insulin that you got to do, it's unbelievable.
Now, how did you know he was ill? Was he?
Over the course of a couple of weeks, I want to say he lost about 7 or 8 pounds. Constant.
Terrifying.
You don't think nothing of it because you think they're growing. It's like, he's getting a little taller, he's thinning out.
Yeah, I could see that.
So, you don't think about it, but then all of a sudden it's, I gotta go pee, I gotta go pee. I want water, I need something to drink, I want water. And that's, something's off. And then all of a sudden he'll sit and talk to you and just kind of...
Oh, man.
I was like, what's going on? So we called the doctor. Doctor couldn't see us till Monday. And I was like, we're gonna force our way in because just something's not right.
Yeah, you just know. As a parent, you just know.
As soon as we walked in, it's like they instantly knew to get him straight over to the ER. We're almost positive he's type 1 diabetic.
When you hear that, as a parent, does all the color fade from the room? Does it? What does that feel like?
You instantly think, what did you do wrong?
Really?
Was there something that I could have done different? Because you don't know what I didn't know what T1 was. I had all you hear about is type 2. You don't hear about type 1.
Right.
And that's one of the reasons why this fest happened, because type 1 is so underlooked, so underfunded.
I don't think anyone in the crowd, other than people who probably know you, know a whole lot about it. I'm learning as we're talking.
Luckily we put together some bands who this hits home for them. Kalimasi, the lead singer, he's a type 1 diabetic.
Did not know that.
A band we had play yesterday, their wife is a type 1 diabetic.
So it definitely means something.
Yeah, I mean, that's what...
Well, yeah, even the smoke, like, so yesterday we had the broke downs. John, his wife, is a type 1 diabetic. We had the smoking popes who are playing. Their mother has battled diabetes throughout her life. So it really hit home for a lot of people. And that was really kind of bittersweet for us, especially when we were at Riot Fest and we met up with everyone, and everyone came to, you know, even the people that were just coming to the booth saying, you know, this is awesome, we're going to come out to the show.
The amount of people who actually showed up at the tent and just flashed us their T1D gear. They had an Omnipod on, they had a glucose monitor on. They're like, you know, this is me, I'm T1D. And it just hit home for us.
You realize there's a community.
Yeah, and you see the amount of people. I couldn't count the amount of people who actually showed up and said, hey, I have it, my son has it, my wife has it, and you just don't think about it.
Isn't it nice to know that you don't have to go through this alone, that you have people who you can talk to?
It's networking is the key to everything, because when you don't have somebody to talk to about it, all you do is beat yourself up about it. And you know, first thing you want to do, you look on the internet, and what's on the internet? Nothing but the worst.
Nope.
There's nothing but the worst, and that's the worst thing you could do is jump on the internet and look anything up.
The next time you have that inclination, call me. I will stop you from doing that.
I've learned my lesson.
Okay.
I don't look anything up anymore.
Good.
I'm done with that.
Okay, good. So the diagnosis happened how long ago?
It's 2 years ago.
Okay, and then you decided, I'm going to put words in your mouth, I want to do something about this. I want to...
Well, you know, it came up like Jimmy brought it up, and like, you know, I got to give every bit of kudos to him for, I mean, everything he did to put this together and make this come true. And I mean, to think like all this was based off of my son. Him getting this helped us get outreach to other people and hopes to raise money to, you know, find something that makes this easier for every little kid. I mean, even adult, because even though it's juvenile diabetes, people get it in their teens, their early 20s. Sure. So it's not necessarily just juveniles who get it, but I mean, it's a whole lifestyle change for you. All of a sudden, you go from being able to do whatever you want freely to now I got to count every carb I eat. I got to check my sugar constantly. I got to do all. You're never the same as you were, and it's back to how it got brought up. It was just kind of like wouldn't it be great to throw a concert where we raise money to benefit type 1 diabetes? And I kind of looked at him like, how are we going to make that happen? And time goes by.
Not only did you do it, it was a 2-day event. I mean, you went big on this.
Well, you know, it didn't start off that way.
I got to give it 100% kudos to this guy. I mean, like I said, I'll let him talk. I just, you know, this is my outlet to thank him for like everything that he did, like the push that he made. I mean, am I allowed to say certain things?
It's a podcast.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Beautiful. This guy, I'm assuming he had to make the biggest pain in the ass out of himself to get himself recognized and known and to put himself out there. And it's basically all, you know, for my family.
Wait, were you asking if you could say ass?
Oh, man, you know, I don't know who listens.
Fair enough.
I don't know if there's restrictions. You know, I always have to ask because
I get it. So I'm sorry. Go ahead. Tell your story.
That's why I tried to restrain myself from swearing on stage. I just want to watch it.
It is, all ages.
It's a different age now. It's a different age. Everybody gets offended by things. So
you're not wrong.
Sure. So, but yeah, I mean, my kudos to my boy and my brother in the back seat for like I said, he dug and he bothered, he called, he scraped, he made this happen, and I don't know too many people who could have pulled that off.
It's a pretty terrific event. It really is. And
well, I think there's a testament to the community too, because as much as, you know, it took a minute to get to the right people. Once I did,
sure,
the amount of support from the people involved, you know, the bands, you know, people that work for the bands. I mean, you know, there's some very special people that we're going to be thinking after this that jumped in to help out on this. Said, hey, you know, we really love what you guys are doing. We want to make this special. So, you know, they know who they are, and we'll definitely thank them after this event. But there was, you know, what it came down to is we saw how it affected Joey, and the more we learned and the more we saw that there were so many people who were being affected by this that, you know, might not be in the same financial position as Joe was. And not that, you know, how it, you know, this change affected him. You know, we know there's a lot of people that are where, I mean, not only is it a change, but it makes their life almost impossible from a financial standpoint, because
Sure.
the average family is coming out of pocket $1,400 a month.
Which, if you're living paycheck to paycheck, as so many Americans are now, it's debilitating. That's crippling.
That doesn't even let you live paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
Honestly, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a real thing that, like, even with insurance, we do pay about $13,000 a year out of pocket to make
Wow.
sure that he gets everything that he needs, to make sure that, you know, he stays healthy, and we're able to take care of him the way that he properly should be taken care of.
It's a big number.
It is.
Wow. What a great event. Is your son here?
I wanted to bring him, but unfortunately, of course, you know, this is T1 Fest. He had an episode this morning.
Okay.
So
Is he aware of like, the enormousness of what has been put together here?
he does, and, you know, he realizes it, and he doesn't. You know, he's 5. You
Yeah.
know, he's like, oh, yeah, and then the next minute he's like, I want to go watch SpongeBob or
That
something.
sounds like a 5-year-old.
So,
Yep.
yeah. But
Well, congratulations on this event. It's, like I said, it's bringing awareness to people like me and people who aren't affected, knock wood. And for the people who are affected, you're raising money and raising awareness. And what a great cause! What a great night! 2 nights of music. So congratulations on that. If people want to help, if people are listening to what you're saying and they can't make it out tonight, what can they do?
we're working with the JDRF, so it's the Juveniles Research for Diabetes.
Yeah.
Without them and the funding that they get, a lot of this stuff wouldn't exist. So they could reach out, they could go to their website. I mean, they're on Facebook, Twitter, all that. I mean, there's...
Well, they can come out to a Merry Pumpkin Christmas on December 7th at Reggie's as well. So
That's true. Their
'cause
portions will get donated there,
funding
too.
there is going to go to fight diabetes, and then we're also we have a big toy drive and clothing drive going, and food drive to assist families in needs around the holidays. So
That's great.
and you know, we're gonna do plenty of these shows. Not only there, you know, there'll be T1 Fest will be an annual thing that takes place in November every year, but we're also going to do individual shows that are going to always benefit diabetes, but also other causes as well.
Great.
And you know, we're hoping to have a lot of success with it. So
Really well done, guys. Thank you for doing this.
Well, thank you for having
I know you both need to get in and shake hands and do your thing. I'm going to stay in my car. That's just kind of my lot in life. But thank you again for doing this. I do want to thank CNH Financial Services, the sponsor of this episode. And now we say goodbye.